So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And this is now today's lineup.
It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So things are underway. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he can clear it away. Stood up well to him there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Gakpo! Goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
The goal scorer after 6 minutes is number 18, Gakpo!
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pepe. Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there. Played into space. Now it's Aubameyang. Shot, surely! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gravenberg. And it's Jones. Now it's Szoboszlai. And here's Szoboszlai. And it's Kerkez. It's Van Dijk. Kerkez. And Ungamor. Good ball, good take. Big chance, corner. Szoboszlai plays it short. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Picked out brilliantly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quarter of an hour played. Shifted it to the flank. Kerkez. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's having a shot! And he's heaved it away. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Kerkez just loves to go forward whenever he can. And it's Marcelo. Now it's Aubameyang. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
McAllister, who's set up one goal so far. Probing pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Szoboszlai, spread it left. Gakpo is onto this. Pepe. Albert Ferrer. Zanetti. Great vision. Nicely worked. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Gakpo. And here's Szoboszlai. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic can be a real threat inside the box. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. And this is Ibrahimovic, drills one in. Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. And it's Gomez. And Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. And it's McAllister. And it's Jones.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Aubameyang. Well seen, saw that coming. McAllister, spread out to the left. İᴇᴛ. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's neat. Now here's the delivery.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Lampard. And it's Marcelo. Raul. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Ungamore. Now it's Jones. Lampard has given away a free kick. It's anyone's ball now. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. Build on after
Just
the break.
a quick announcement and an exciting
Yeah, you don't get
one,
any
too. We're
points
about
for
to
stating
announce
the
today's
obvious,
hockey
Peter,
numbers.
but thankfully
Please
this is
watch the
still
screen
very
if you have a
savable.
ticket.
Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Lampard. That's going wide left. Tries to play it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. İᴇᴛ. And Ungamore. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Szoboszlai. And it's McAllister. Gravenberg. Now it's Raul. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, can they get him away? Chance! And that's a tiny finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Goal! After 54
You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's caught him in or out. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
There's much frustration.
He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. And they've got their lead back.
The goal scorer after 57 minutes is number 73.
Liverpool have their lead. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Aubameyang. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Szoboszlai.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Szoboszlai. And here's Jones. Now it's Gakpo. Ungamore. Oh, super ball. Looking here to chip it through. And a chance! And it's come back out to him. Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Liverpool now in a position far more desirable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Tries to pass it through, and this is Raul. Ibrahimovic. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They forced the error and extract.
The manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Number 20, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Albert Ferrer spots it and intercepts. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kirkes.
This is the time you need that pace.
Zanetti. Lampard. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, well measured. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lampard goes short. And the finish! Again, a brilliant save. Kirkes. And Ungamoa. Oh, that is a nice touch. And it's Aubameyang. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Ibrahimovic. He's shifting through the gears here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Aubameyang. Could be danger here. Oh, he's having a go! And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Szoboszlai. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now, he's just misjudged that one.
Liverpool can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That's Raul. And he's gone backward here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pepe. Looking tidy in possession here. Distributed tidily. He slings, gets his head on it!
4 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
he's there to clear it. Raul. And the shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Number 28, Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard.
Time for a change in personnel. Bale getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but
Roll! And he has kept it out somehow.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Good effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cleared without hesitation. And time is up. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the north magnetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast, in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Gakpo. Gives it back. Looking to play him in. Always onto this. Kirkes. McAllister. Now that looks a decent ball. And Gamoa in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played. Gakpo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He shifted it to the flank. Marcelo. Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Jones. It's a good run down the right. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he charged for a shot! And he's there to belt it away. And this is Raul. And here's Raul. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Aubameyang. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Van Dijk. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Gomez. Jones. Aimed beyond the defence. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Liverpool always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And here's Aubameyang. Pass is just off target. And it's been given away. Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, it's played into the area. And he gets rid in a hurry. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Picked out brilliantly. That's a corner kick. Szoboszlai goes short. Albert Ferrer does really well to win the ball there. Guardiola. That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. A shot at goal! And he's done it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more...
He's going for goal!
Gakpo just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
Guardiola is the team's great visionary. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Konate tries to clear. Now it's Gakpo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He is through here. Guardiola.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Marcelo picks it up out wide. Oh, what a ball! Ikeç, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Played for Lampard. Now it's Aubameyang. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Marcelo. Now it's Raul. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Jones. Now it's Szoboszlai.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ibrahimovic. Guardiola. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello everybody, and please
On the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now this could be a chance. Caught offside that time. Right card. Marcelo. Aubameyang. This looks promising. Chance! Has another goal! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Jones. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. He's on it. Can he get away? Now this could be a chance. Right card. Gakpo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Gravenberch. And here's Sobos, real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Albert Ferrer.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Marcelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. İᴇᴛ. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Great ball if he can get there. Van Dijk. Great vision.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Aubameyang. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Van Dijk. Spread it left. Ibrahimovic dominates aerially so often. And smartly reclaimed. Ibrahimovic. Well, the ball's gone astray. And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Aubameyang is offering a wry smile there.
Gravenberch, and it's Jones. Ball played for Gomez. Now it's Jones. Gakpo. Soboslai. Chance, surely! That's another chance! And a neat finish! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Liverpool cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he thumps it clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gravenberg. There will be a throw-in. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Bale coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Zanetti makes the interception. Nicely spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is... There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. It's Lampard! And that really should have been that.
Lampard really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's quick to snatch it back. Bale! He's got a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Now it's Jones. Oh, that's fabulous. Gravenberg. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Nicely weighted ball. Thinks about the shots, and the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So now the difference is 3. There will be 4 extra minutes. Opts for safety. Ungamore, he has found the way through. Soboslai. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on... And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Bale claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Fikayo Tomori has a rare reputation of being one of the few English footballers to succeed particularly well in Italy, and his very front-footed approach to defending has been very impressive. He's very fast for a defender, and that pace allows him to both engage opponents early, while at the same time he can do a lot of covering and recovering, so being able to deal with raw pace is a huge asset these days.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Gabbia. Rabiot. And it's Batasagi. Now it's Nkunku. Great defending, strong and determined. Jimenez. Rabiot.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And he's cut it out. That has not gone well. Delicate ball, and it needs towering header. Caught offside that time. Marquinhos. Rodri. That's Park Ji-sung. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Batistuta. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! He scored! And that takes him up to 30. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Hazard. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Tomori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking tidy in possession here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Milan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Kukçu is always looking to break lines. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Just eases him off the ball. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now he's... Batistuta! Pavlovic. Jimenez. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Rabiot. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Rabiot! Jimenez. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Hazard. 30 minutes gone. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big chance! And no mistake. 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's İ'ᴇᴛ. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Pavlovic. Fofana. And it's Fofana. Ji-sung producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gabia promptly onto that, and that is that. Fofana. Rabiot. Batasagi. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. Now it's Hazard. İ'ᴇᴛ. Now this could be a chance. Knocks it into space. Tomori gets a foot in here. Now it's Fofana. Jimenez. And it's Rabiot. And he's had it nicked away. And that signals the end of the first period. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. Away we go again. Fofana, distributed tidily. Hazard. Ball played for İ'ᴇᴛ. Ji-sung. Saliba. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Saliba. Ji-sung. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rabiot! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Silvestre. İ'ᴇᴛ. Silvestre. Now it's Batistuta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He shifted it to the flank. And this is Hazard. Rabiot. Now it's İ'ᴇᴛ. That's a good ball out wide. Rodri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's İ'ᴇᴛ. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Gabia. And it's Fofana. And Batasagi. And here's İ'ᴇᴛ. İ'ᴇᴛ proves just a little bit too strong. Now the ball in. Decent chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Saliba. Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's İ'ᴇᴛ. Fofana. That is good alertness. İ'ᴇᴛ. And this is Batistuta. Saliba. Now that's well seen too. And it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. How do you look back on that goal?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. No, that's been intercepted. Pavlovic. Rabiot. Can he get it through? That is lovely. Rodri. Azar. Batistuta being hunted in packs.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
İ'Football. 75 minutes played.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Azar, and here's Batistuta. Chance here to counter. Now it's Nkunku. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Van Nistelrooy. And this is Azar. And Sylvestre. And it's İ'Football. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Azar, a player who needs no introduction.
Van Nistelrooy clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. İ'Football. 5 minutes left on the clock. He's in a great position here. Oh, good spread. No way through there. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And he's straight offside. İ'Football. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied! Brilliant brilliantly.
Guardiola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Guardiola. Oh, it's a great ball here. Tries one from range. That is terrific from Lewandowski. About as smooth as it gets. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Barella, that's a cute ball. Dink through. And he's straight offside. Tchouaméni. And it's Garcia. Knocks it into space. Tries to cross. And he's there to clear it. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Rudiger. And that was nowhere near his best. Tchouaméni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries to play it through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rice. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Muscular approach does pay off here. Carvajal. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fran Garcia. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Brahim Diaz gets into a good position. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Fran Garcia. Bellingham, distributed tidily. Brahim Diaz in acres of space out wide. Guardiola defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. Stojkovic. Totti. Rice. And this is Lewandowski. Vinicius Junior. Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mbappe, Vinicius Junior. And he's taking no chances there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, delightful ball. And this is Lewandowski. He's picked his way. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's having a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bellingham. Fran Garcia. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rice has created one goal already. That's a sharp pass. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lewandowski. Kılıçsoy, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. Bellingham! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Driving on and making good progress. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Stojkovic, and it's Lewandowski. Now it's Totti. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Brahim Diaz.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And here's Brahim Diaz. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Can he get away here? Oh, important interception.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Vinicius Junior. Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia making good progress. Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. He's in a good position here. Well, that's an excellent interception. And he's gone long. Brahim Diaz. And he was alert to it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's on it. Can he get away? Caught offside that time. And that's a throw-in. He's shifting through the gears here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mignon claims comfortably. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Van der Ven wins the duel this time. Now it's Lewandowski.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And he gets rid in a hurry. It's Lewandowski! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Into the lead once more. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Nicked it back promptly. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's played in. Van der Ven can get it clear.
Madrid really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
This looks promising.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And they've got a throw. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And that's a sharp finish. And right near the end, we have parity. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So all square with almost no time remaining. And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Barella. This looks promising. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
İlkay really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Garcia. Nice bit of trickery. He has found the way through. Fran Garcia puts them all in. That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Bellingham. Fran Garcia has the space to scheme. That's a throw. Looking for options for movement. Fran Garcia crosses it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Totti. Pass somewhat off target. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've always been impressed with Dani Carvajal, Peter, because of his work rate and incessant running. A consummate team player and a real fighting spirit inside him. You know, he's got that grit about what he does as a fullback. Although we're starting to see flashes of individualism here and there, and I hope that can only improve his game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Mbappe. Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. İlkay, and it's Stojkovic. That's destined for the flank. Rudiger could move up a gear here. Bellingham, and it's Diaz. Carvajal, now it's Brahim Diaz. Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Vardiol gets it away. It's run loose here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brahim Diaz goes short. And it's İ'Çameni. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Totti. Stojkovic. Well read, and the danger is averted. Fran Garcia. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Fran Garcia. And it's İ'Çameni. Has a look and plays it forward. İlkay showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Barella. And Stojkovic. And it's Lewandowski. And that interception was most necessary.
could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, the defence proved and that signals the end of the first period. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Those of you making their way home on
So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Knocks it out wide. It's a goal kick. Carvajal. Carvajal. And here's Brahim Diaz. Chance, surely! And that's a tidy finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And it's Totti. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's a key interception. Totti. Looking for a runner. He's on it. Can he get away? Played out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has been cleared. And that is out of play.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that's gone loose. And the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Rudiger concedes a free kick for that. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Stojkovic. Brilliantly cut out. And that was very necessary. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Howson. And it's Garcia. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chouameni. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Great vision. Barella finding himself in space. Could have here their final chance.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Back when it goes. He's having a hit! That is decidedly lacking. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Schneider. Tries one from range! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Schneider actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those...